Welcome back, everyone, to the Outer Worlds, where we're going to begin the final push to get the final DLC, the murder on Eriadanov, done. So we've interviewed a lot of the suspects. We've got 3. We've got 1 more to speak to because we got to speak to Sedrick. Especially seeing as we were attacked by people in sublight clothing in this very spot. So we will also. I'll also just give some impressions eventually on some of the stuff that came up at E3 in the Bethesda Xbox thing yesterday. So we're gonna go speak to Sedrick first.
Cleaner than the groundbreaker.
You got an appointment?
I don't need no fucking appointment.
Appointment?
Nope.
Then get.
I need to speak.
No appointment? No talking to Mr. Kincannon.
Fuck you, buddy.
You're not allowed up with no appointment.
Well now, this is unexpected. I'm torn. I despise rudeness toward Eileen, who is entirely invaluable to SLUG, and yet I do enjoy this bold, dare I say brash, approach you're taking. Now then, here for my alibi, I assume.
Another murder? Drunk Raptidons? Black Hole Birdie practicing his hacking in the middle of the street? Stop me if it's one of those, or I'll just keep guessing. Sounds as though you've already sorted it out yourself.
Well, they're dead.
SLUG uniforms do seem to go missing from the hotel laundry with impressive regularity. Easy enough for someone to nick a few.
Now ask yourself this. Why would anyone give thugs SLUG gear and send them after you?
Clearly, someone wants to pit me as
Right
slug.
again, Inspector. But I can't fathom who would benefit from tarnishing my reputation like that. Can you? Oh, that's good. That's very good, Inspector. I like this. Dominant. Aggressive, The woman in charge. I don't want to accuse anyone without hard evidence, though it may be worth noting Ludovico has motivation in spades.
So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from SLUG after you, nor is it likely they assigned themselves that task. Still, I am sorry for the trouble, Inspector.
With that settled, I assume you'll want to know where I was the night of Helen's murder.
Damn right I do.
Let's see. That night, I was... torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. Can you imagine? An excellent question. I had his body dropped off the edge of the land complex. I'm not sure what happened to it from there, scientifically speaking. Maybe it dissolved? Ultimately, though, it doesn't matter. You'd be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie, and I am, incriminatingly, people.
Guy's enjoying this a bit too much.
And I appreciate that, Inspector. The fact of the matter is, I know I didn't kill Helen, and I trust you fully and completely to find whoever did. If it helps, however, you might consider pursuing not my means, but my motive. Why in the name of the architect would I kill Halcyon Helen? She was making me a fortune. Why, Inspector, that's terrible. Besides, given how long she was likely to live and continue working, the math doesn't work out. I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I've a mystery of my own to solve, I'm afraid. You may very well want to. This particular trouble strikes me as not unrelated to your investigation. Items are disappearing from SLUG's storage and processing warehouse. The thefts began a week before Helen's unfortunate death, and there have been more instances since. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the latter. I'm not sure. I'm only confident there is one. That the theft began mere days before Helen's untimely demise is an extraordinary coincidence. I'm not a man who believes in happenstance, Inspector. I do not trust it.
Okie dokie, I can look into that.
I certainly wouldn't take that bet. Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing down leads. Me, scheming in my office, preparing to unspeakably mangle the perpetrator. Oh, I never subcontract out that type of work, Inspector. You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. I've cleared her as a suspect myself, but should she refuse to cooperate, shoot her. No, I'm joking. If she won't cooperate, tell me and I will shoot her. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here. Don't hold back on my account.
Oh, I'll do that.
Was there something else you wanted to discuss?
Constable's dead.
Constable Keene? Now that is a damn shame. Am I right to think this wasn't a workplace accident?
This was murder.
It seems murder
Most
unsettling
foul.
trend on Eridanos as of late. Thank you for informing me of Constable Keene's passing. When you find her killer, please be certain to make them suffer. We may have been on opposite sides of the law on occasion, but we were not enemies. Perhaps it will shock you to hear her loss saddens me. Maria was a decent soul. And law knows those are in short supply around here. A little square, perhaps, in her dedication to the rules, but good nonetheless. I'm also saddened to have lost an occasional drinking buddy. She was quite good at cards, you know. She was fond of a 0G, though I cannot begin to imagine why. But let's discuss something else. Do you have other matters requiring my attention?
I'm going to search your office now. What we got here? Meh. Oh, okay. Pull out the investigator goal.
A cursory fingerprint analysis shows this display case was recently opened or closed.
That gun on the bottom looks special.
Confirmed. The grip has been modified for a specific wielder, most likely the rifle's owner. Additionally, the plasma rifle sights appear to have been realigned to better accommodate a shooter with slight myopia in one eye. The fingerprints belong to Sedrick Kincannon.
Just making sure.
Oh, admiring my rifle. Had it custom fitted by a woman on Monarch.
Shut up, you're still a suspect. I think this is one of the ones I haven't got. I think I only need Indigo now.
What do you think you're doing?
I'll pay you 219 bits to look the other way.
Don't let it happen again.
Alright, we lose a bit of rep, but I get one of the bottles I need. Maybe you should have snuck when I took that. Oh.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This copy of TK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard copy. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient space for the hidden listening device inside.
Ah, short-range transmission.
You figured that out just by looking at it? Huh. We ought to talk shop one of these days.
Inspector, please consider speaking into the device in order to trace the transmission and reveal the receiver's location.
Moo.
Poor woolly cow impression transmitted. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed, it has been narrowed down to a smaller, approximate range. Analysis inconclusive. However, there is a minor accumulation of dust particles present on the book's uppermost surface. The area within a 0.5-meter radius of the book possesses a dust coating comprised of at least twice the number of particles. That is highly likely, Inspector.
What's that you found? No, wait, don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal once you've solved it.
How much did that damage my reputation? Oh, we're still neutral. Tiny. Go investigating. As if you can't jump that.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Transmission endpoint discovered. The receiver in this book matches the transmitter to the listening device found in Sedrick's office. It's somewhat grime-covered. Due to the high level of foot traffic in this area, this unit is unable to determine who placed the device. Based on the accumulated mix of sludge and detritus, the receiver has been present since approximately a week before Helen's death.
Okay. Let's go question about the cargo now. Blight freight storage and processing. But yeah, I like that we got plans for Outer World 2 shown off yesterday. E3. Definitely interested in it. If they build on what they did right on this one and get rid of some of the things they that maybe made it a bit dry. It's all good. The thing is, with the 2 DLCs, it's actually quite sizable, but it's such a short game without them. Like, I know when we streamed it, we obviously did well, but But the thing is, because it's Obsidian, you sort of subconsciously link it to Fallout New Vegas.
Oh, wait half a second. You're the inspector. Sorry about that, but
You're welcome, son.
feel free to have a look around, ma'am.
Why have you got a vortex hammer out?
So this is where SLUG keeps all its contraband, right?
Got it. Inside voices.
Keep an eye out for any Spectrum vodka.
Hello again.
We don't toss troublemakers out of airlocks. We just throw them over the edge.
Efficient.
Is Fight Night still on then?
Yeah, we're on.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
You better...
The biology of this sprat is highly unusual. This sprat has been in contact with multiple parasites, yet shows no symptoms of infection. Sprats possess highly adaptive immune systems capable of developing immunological memory with extraordinary speed. The unique immunological subsystem found in sprats is advantageous in fending off parasites, pathogens, and other biological threats. Based on SLUG records of board-issued punitive sanctions against sublight salvage and shipping, this sprat is most likely intended for cage fighting. A cursory analysis of this organism's anatomy suggests it was bred deliberately for its unusually large size.
Nice. But yeah, I had a blast watching E3 yesterday. As much as I plan to get the PS5 rather than... I plan to get both eventually, but I'm going to get the Xbox 5 first. But the new... what is it called? Starfleet or something like that. That Bethesda are working on looks interesting. I will say, though, the chat... because I was watching it on, like... I think it was Xbox One or something. On YouTube. But it was legitimately the most toxic chat I've ever seen. Well, that I won't go that far, but it was so toxic, was the chat, because every time a game came on that wasn't Halo, you had all the fucking whingers going, skip, 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 don't care. It's like, fucking pick a ball in. Oh, sweet. But if you're watching something where it's a Games Expo, I can understand being excited for, like, the new Forza, which was announced, or Elder Scrolls 6, or which unfortunately we got nothing for. But it just pissed me off a little bit that there was so much negativity in the chat and it was so toxic. Like, Hades got announced for... because obviously it's on the Switch, but it got announced and people were just going... and it's like, it's a really highly rated game. It's the problem with the generation of gamers that think FPS is everything. That's maybe not fair as a comment, but like people like going, oh, Halo, Halo, Halo. It's like, Halo shit. Halo has been dog shit for a long time. That's harsh. That's harsh. It's a good game. I get the appeal, but it's just, I don't think there's been a properly impressive Halo game since Halo 3. And that's ages. That's like a long time ago. But Outer Worlds 2 looks promising. I'm quite pleased that Hades is getting a release on other systems. That should be quite fun. I was a little disappointed in the Square Enix one because I was hoping for, like... I know it's speculative, but like new Tomb Raider game. I'm totally up for that. So it looks like we haven't got any further Spectrum vodka bottles kicking around. Is this another safe that... yeah, 150. So the safes in the DLC are just redonkulous. But yeah, I had a good time watching it. It's just the chat pissed me off.
You're the inspector, aren't you? Boss Kincannon said you'd be by about the cargo that's been going missing. Gosh, this is so neat. A real-life inspector. What's that like? Have you solved any mysteries yet? Ever had to shoot a suspect?
Sure have. I call it closing a case, and it's the best part of my job.
Case. Just like a real inspector. Right, so the missing cargo. How can I help your investigation? Maybe they're keen on cashing out and want to go as painfully as possible. I don't know. Boss Kincannon's office is where he holds most of his meetings with important folks like Ms. Helen. Just about all negotiations happen in his office too. Vendor pricing, major purchase orders, rentals for construction projects, you name it. That's the weird part. There's no pattern far as I can tell. The thefts don't make sense. I ask you, who would steal a handful of Spacer's Choice Sabers, so dull they can barely cut mud, but leave the spectrum black? Ugh. Who'd be desperate enough to want to steal a Spacer's Choice Saber, full stop? Ugh, nanner spank. Don't spit in my mouth and tell me it's banana flavored. Then there's the most recent theft. 5 boxes of pens and a couple of sodas. I can't decide which one's sadder. I wish they hadn't stolen the blue pens. We can never keep enough of those in stock. Everyone here at Freight Storage and Processing, for a start. Thing is, the cargo is going missing before the shipments even get to the warehouse. Best I can figure, it's probably getting lost in the shipping yard. As for who has access there, Benton Chan, he's the shipping yard manager. He told me it's mainly just the loading automechs that handle cargo. Nah, Benton's too lazy for crime. The extra work would kill him. Last time I asked him to check the automechs, the whole head told me he couldn't help because he was dead. Brain dead, maybe. But no. My point is that if you think the automechs are a lead, you'll have to check on them yourself. Hopefully. Oh, before
I am not, but my companion here is.
Oh no. I forgot to delete all of those incriminating messages I sent about which cargo to steal. Nah. I do have a list of cargo that's gone missing, though, if that helps any.
Okay. But yeah, I'm super psyched. Like, I think Nintendo's E3 is today, so I'll be giving that a watch. I don't know if I'll be able to make it to the live one, but I'll definitely give it a rewatch. Hacked Mechanical, 2 meters. But yeah, it was so sad seeing the rather toxic side of the gaming world. Because these events are meant to be like a celebration of gaming and sort of a big thing for. And it's like, I can understand people shitting on Fallout 72, but do you really need wall-to-wall people saying skip and where? It's like, it's got players, and some people are passionate about it. Same for Elder Scrolls Online. I don't play it, but I think it's got like millions of followers in the double digits. I can't remember what exactly they said. I think it was like 16 or 17 million. And it's just so toxic. And I know I've said that word a lot. I'm going to change it up. But it's just like, if you see, if a game isn't your thing, just ignore it. It's as simple as that. Don't play it. No need to shit on something just for the sake of it. Like, I wasn't watching for certain things, but when it came on, I was just doing other stuff. I kept an eye on the screen, but there was some good stuff announced. And it was just a little bit like, I'd have hated to be involved in one of those projects as a designer or a programmer or whatever, and see all this shit pop up on an official Xbox channel.
Timeline discrepancy detected near.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Shit, I'm so sorry. I got distracted. I'm a menace. But yeah, it does look like there's like lots of new games announced. It was really cool. I was really pleased to be watching it. I really hope Nintendo gives something good as well. It's always a little disappointing that PlayStation doesn't really set up shop at E3 nowadays. And of course we had the Elden Ring trailer a couple of days ago, which is good. I still need to get around to playing Code Vein and Sekiro at some point for those sort of Soulsy type games. Just been so busy. And obviously Sekiro, I've heard things about the difficulty. I'm not worried about the difficulty. I don't shirk from a challenge. Like, you can go back and see like my Bloodborne playthrough when I played that first time blind and we struggled at times. Orphan of Kos still gives me fucking nightmares. Had to learn parrying just for that boss. Only dabbled in it for most of the game, but it's just, that guy's just fucking... Helps I don't have the super stressful job anymore. definitely hope that my next job is a lot more stress-free. Mantiqueen examined. So how much time have we lost by me fucking up? Oh dear. But yeah, it definitely is good. I'm quite pleased. I'm holding out hope we get some news on the new Spike Chunisoft game soon as well. So for people who don't know, that's the team that they predominantly do like visual novels type stuff. So they've done Chaos Theory, Chaos Child, Steins Gate Zero, Robotic Notes. Very partial to their work. I love Steins Gate. Yeah, so luckily we didn't lose much time. I just need to remember not to fucking shoot the mechanical. And of course, Final Fantasy 16. I'm super psyched for. And Endwalker as well this year. So it's definitely we're in for another good year of gaming.
Detected. Please lower your hostility.
Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming does not match factory default settings. The standard defensive protocol has been modified to include an additional trigger. For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo, or its transportation, or attempted destruction of the unit. Once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal force until the target has been deceased for a minimum of 3 minutes.
3-minute double tap.
SLUG automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as out of position or missing for periods of time. There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be removed.
Loading automechanical unit K-14 is fully operational at 99% power. Please designate the cargo to be transported and its destination. How can this automechanical assist you? Certainly. Access panel is now unlocked. Ejecting data log 17.
Oh wait, that said it was going to turn hot.
Fail-safe protocol. Understood. This unit is programmed to facilitate user queries. Kill mode, pause. User termination, to follow. The ejected data log contains instructions to move cargo shipment 6, 8, 7, 5 outside the boundaries of the shipping yard. It also contains instructions to move randomized cargo shipments outside the boundaries of the shipping yard at intervals of 1 to 4 days. Apologies. This unit does not have access to cargo inventory lists. Kill mode read.
Here they come!
Run away! I don't want everything else turning hostile. Cheese it. I could kill him, but I'm worried about loss to reputation.
Returning to patrol mode.
So I think we're best just cheesing it out. Oh, as if we lost reputation anyway.
Inspector.
To what do
At least
I
we only
have
lost a
pleasure?
little bit. I should have maybe shown a bit more stealth.
Ooh, I love this part. The big reveal. So tell me, what happened? What makes you say that? Damn. You're good. Hacking the Automex. So that was our skimmer's game. But why? Everything that was stolen has seemed random. I certainly see no pattern. So, our culprit had something specific they wished to acquire, and used the random theft as a smokescreen. I must say, Inspector, you've done excellent work on this case. Then that just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed, that SLUG would soon possess it.
Dramatically slam the receiver down on their desk.
You've quite a flair for the dramatic, Inspector. Am I right to think what you found in my office earlier was the other half of this listening device?
Sure was.
Not quite, Inspector. That listening device belongs to me. I lent it to Halcyon Helen to assist her with role research.
So she used it to research SLUG shipments. Helen can't be behind the theft. She's dead.
Yes, I do realize that. Thank you. You'll recall the thefts began in the week leading up to her death. Plenty of time to hack an automechanical and program it to steal. She must have died before she could turn it off. Unbelievable. I helped her. Gave her whatever she needed. I thought we were doing each other a good turn. I can't begin to guess at her motive. If it was to spit in my face, she'd be pleased to know she succeeded. This is a betrayal, Inspector. I do not take betrayal lightly.
I mean, she's kind of
Helen
dead.
should consider herself very lucky indeed that she is already among the dead. And that some other bastard beat me to putting her in the ground. It's as you said before. She's dead. If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very well have killed her, or had her killed. Alas, I did not.
So he's clearly a bad egg, but I don't think he's the killer.
Again, I appreciate your assistance with this. I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt you'll need it. You'll find Helen's murderer. I'm confident of that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire. I expect it will involve shooting quite a lot of guns.
So I don't know who the suspect is. I just think maybe it was a fuck up, or there's a big cover up. So I believe there was a quest in a pub, wasn't there?
Hey, I saw your ship. The Unreliable, right? It's a real beauty.
Before I do that, I just want to check these bottles. Pepperberry wine. Rum and something. Not the one we need. Black hole bird here.
Hey there. Word around the spaceport is that you came in on the Unreliable. You a new crewmate? I see. Well, this would have been easier with Hawthorne, but I hope that if you're flying his ship, it means you're a freelancer too. Wonder if you can help me.
I'm listening.
I run an outfit for the moving of less than legal goods. There's a particular piece of cargo needs delivering to a particular individual in the spaceport. Thing is, I don't know where the cargo is right now. The crewmate who handles that is in the clink for getting a little too disorderly in town. We've already attracted too much attention. Too risky to visit her myself. That's where you come in. You help us out, I'll give you an equal cut of our pay. Great to hear. First, you need to go meet the crewmate who got herself jailed. Cassidy Mills is the name. She'll know where the cargo is. Oh, yeah, right. We have a secret phrase. I like boneless spratwurst. Say that and she'll know you're a friend. Well, I did, of course. I'm something of a savant when it comes to secret codes, if I do say so myself.
Sounds
Be
good.
seeing ya.
Maybe I can buy you. Are you a shop?
Welcome back, pal. Can I get you something?
Oh, I think I might have unchecked, but we can have another look. So we've got yellow, red, green. Let's get dupes of all of them. How do you not have Violet? Where's Violet? I just can't find it. Repair. I really should look at getting some better armor as well. Well, that shit's useless to me. No, nothing. $113. So I lose some of my stealth skills, but that's much better. So we go from 7. We're getting 40 points of armor.
Glad my box hauling days are over.
Not really worried about mag picks and stuff at the minute. I am an idiot. Would help if I equipped the quest, wouldn't it? But we're right outside the constabulary anyway.
Don't think I know you. What do you want?
I like boneless
Yep,
sprat.
that sure is the passphrase, even if it is dumb as hell. What's Dash's plan? You're looking for cargo from our ship, the Rat King. Small package, wrapped in brown paper. It got moved to the shipping yard, but I'm not completely sure where. I'm sure some slugite knows how to find it, or has it listed in a terminal. All else fails, you could just...
Fucking damn it. Wait, didn't we get an inventory record? Oh, please say they've forgiven me and aren't firing at me anymore.
Process.
That looks like trouble. So as long as I avoid that particular mech, we should be fine.
Unexpected noise identified.
Smuggled cargo. In and out.
Looks like we're doing this.
Leave me alone. Come on, guy. Wiki. Oh, looks like I'll have to risk the fucking decrease to my reputation. Luckily, it's minor. 250 biots. Yo, guy, I got your car. I got your cargo.
You're back, I see. Hope the law hasn't caught on to what you're doing. Law meaning authorities, that is, not the forces running the universe. No complications? Grand. The recipient is Joseph Dempsey. He runs the Eridanos Dry Goods and Sundry.
What did you do to get arrested?
This is gonna sound a little stupid, but I got a thing about mechanicals. Don't like the way they move or the sounds they make. Gives me the creeps. I was drinking with Dash in the cantina when a funny-looking one trotted up beside us. Seemed like it was some kind of monster, so I started yelling, banging on it. Don't know what happened next, but I think it involved another mechanical. I passed right out then, and when I woke back up, I was here. Not the most graceful thing I've ever done.
I agree.
No complications.
As if I can't exit. So where are we going? Oh, shopkeep. Gotcha.
Welcome back. The Eridon...
I just want to have a quick look at your inventory. Still nothing, eh?
Welcome back. A shipment, you say? The only shipment I'm expecting is 100 pounds of salt tuna a week from now. And I certainly don't expect it to be brought by an inspector. Is that supposed to be some kind of code phrase? It has no nuance, no subtlety. Sticks out like a bent nail. A constable could detect that from the other side of Eridanos. I learn about secret codes in my off time. For fun. It's never anything that I actually need to use, mind. An independent, huh? Be a big risk letting you into my sanctum. Though if you're telling the truth, I think it'd be more than worth it. All right. Follow me to the back. All right. So, as you can see, this actually ain't the most standard and unremarkable general store this side of Halcyon. Welcome to my black market. Whatever you're here for, weapons, information, contraband, cane and ointment, I've got it. Sorry for the frosty reception. Had to make sure you weren't with the constable.
Do you have
But seeing
Spectrum
how you're a
Violet?
freelancer, I hope I ain't got nothing to worry about. Good. A worthy freelancer is hard to find. Since you're in the know, you can access my black market stocks. Though, you'll have to come by later. I'm waiting on my next shipment. Here's your pay. Good doing, bit.
Okay. Still nothing, eh? Slug where? Oh, so that gets us into the secret area. What else you got? Alright, that looks pretty promising. Should be able to level that up a little bit as well. What's the price? 974. Onslaught. I'm just gonna steal this hunting rifle. Why is it so hard to find Spectrum Violet? Oh, we're above the pub. Proper secret tunnel. Is that the end of the quest? The 2 roads? No. Right, we're going to finish this quest up. And then we can report back to the administrator next time. With the result of what we've learned from our suspects. Where are you? There you are.
Hope the job's coming along well. No sign of the constable, which really makes me more nervous. Excellent. Let's divvy up the payment 3 ways and we can consider this matter settled. Thank the law. Should be just enough to get Cass out of her damn cell. I guess breaking even is better than leaving with your partner in the clink. You might not be Hawthorne, but you can sure resolve a problem like he could.
Beautiful. Job done. So, next job is to head back to the hotel.
What can I do you for? Oh. That's right. What do I sell? You got anything?
Just show me your inventory. Alright, not showing me your inventory. Asshole. Yeah, I can't get in there. Oh well. Right. Good shit. So we're going to have a 15-20 minute break as per normal. Then we're going to keep going with the DLC. So thank you for watching. We will be back. Half an hour tops. I'll try and make it 20 minutes. Just want a chance to get watered and a little snackage. But I'll see you soon.